Explain to me as a woman, how can you wear that and also complain and post it and also complain that you don't like being sexualized?
Here's the part that I like about the backlash. Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash and provoking the backlash.
Stephen A. Smith was direct in his criticism of Angel Reese's recent behavior on social media. Her actions have drawn backlash and frustration, reflecting a lack of awareness about the responsibilities tied to her public influence.
She's a beautiful young lady, and there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified later on. It's not going to work with people. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not going to work.
Reese went from dominating the boards in the WNBA to vanishing entirely from Instagram. It's the kind of situation that makes other athletes reconsider their own social media decisions. Naturally, Stephen A. Smith wasn't about to let it slide. He drew a sharp comparison between Reese and Caitlin Clark, saying something along the lines of, "Caitlin's managing her brand like a seasoned pro. Meanwhile, Angel, what's going on?"
Caitlin Clark, the reason I bring up Caitlin Clark is because they're attached at the hip with one another, which means they're ultimately going to be compared, Tori. And when you look at Caitlin Clark is balling. She's a rookie of the year. She was one of the finalists for the league MVP honors as a rookie, breaking all types of records. She should have been on Team USA. She didn't choose to play in an unrivaled league. Her brand building has been incredibly impressive.
Angel Reese turned heads with a bold fashion choice, a dress that left little to the imagination and grabbed everyone's attention. While she's no stranger to being in the spotlight, this time it wasn't her on-court performance making headlines. Instead, it was the revealing outfit she wore. The reaction? Harsh. So much so that she temporarily deactivated her Instagram on New Year's Day. It's back now, but the question remains, was that enough to quiet the controversy?
Angel Reese, in my opinion, has been raised either influential by her parents or peers to be a subpar example for women.
Looking deeper, it appears the public reaction may have been more intense than Reese anticipated. At just 22, she's balancing the pressures of her athletic career with the demands of maintaining a public image, and this moment could affect both. As people were still reacting to the situation, Stephen A. Smith jumped into the conversation with his take, and trust me, his thoughts on Reese's New Year's surprise are worth hearing.
Let's call it what it is. I am not trying to say that she should be criticized or she is wrong. What I'm saying is by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something wrong with it.
You know that tone people use when they say, "I'm not angry, just disappointed"? That's exactly the vibe. Stephen A. slipped into full-on mentor mode.
Now, yes, you are 22. Yes, you are young. And there's a lot of things that we didn't want people to know about when we were her age. Fair enough, especially me, okay? Because I'm 30 plus years removed from that age. I got that part. There was no social media then or whatever. But here's my point to you. She knows this social media. She is not dumb. She's quite a brilliant young lady. She's very smart, very accomplished. And on top of it all, she is in this age where she does know social media exists. And she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about yourself.
Some might argue, it's her life, her choices. And that's true, to a point. But in reality, every action comes with consequences. Sure, posting those photos brought attention, but was it the kind she was hoping for? Probably not. And it didn't stop there. Stephen A. started drawing comparisons, and guess who he held up as the gold standard? Caitlin Clark. While all this drama has been unfolding, Clark has stayed focused, dominating on the court and handling her image with professionalism.
Caitlin Clark, the reason I bring up Caitlin Clark is because they're attached at the hip with one another, which means they're ultimately going to be compared, Tori. And when you look at Caitlin Clark is balling. She's a rookie of the year. She was one of the finalists for the league MVP honors as a rookie, breaking all types of records. She should have been on Team USA. She didn't choose to play in an unrivaled league. Her brand building has been incredibly impressive.
Smith couldn't have summed it up better. While Angel Reese finds herself tangled in self-made controversies, Caitlin Clark stands out as a model of professionalism and focus. She's let her performance speak for itself, earning Rookie of the Year and even being named a finalist for League MVP. It's no surprise that comparisons between the two often leave Reese falling short. The hard truth? Reese's recent choices don't reflect someone aiming to be taken seriously. She's drawn attention in ways that overshadow her talent, and then pushes back against the criticism and objectification that follow. But you can't have it both ways. Caitlin Clark has proven that you don't need drama or shock value to build a strong, respected brand. She's stayed locked in on the game, and the results speak volumes.
You have to be cognizant that no matter how you step out of your house, you are now Angel Reese. And you will always be picked apart, unfortunately. It comes with the crown. You're a queen. You're beautiful, you know? So you just have to remember that if you aren't ready for the scrutiny, if you're not ready for the heat, then, you know, you just got to be mindful that what comes with it. You have to be mindful with what comes with it.
Stephen A., Smith's guest, didn't hold back, taking a jab at Angel Reese by suggesting she's chasing attention, any kind she can get. It's as if she's shouting, "Look at me," while the rest of the league is locked in on the game. And let's be real, that's not the kind of spotlight any athlete wants. Smith took it a step further, warning that this behavior could have serious implications for Reese's WNBA career. Teams are watching, make no mistake. When a player becomes more known for drama off the court than performance on it, it sends up red flags for franchises considering long-term investments. In professional sports, reputation matters just as much as talent. Right now, Reese's off-court antics are stealing the narrative, and that's not a great look. So the real question is, what will Angel Reese ultimately be remembered for? Her undeniable talent on the court, or the controversies and headline-grabbing behavior off it? This goes beyond public opinion. It's about career sustainability and professional credibility. A strong, disciplined image can open doors to endorsements and lucrative deals. A damaged one? It can shut them before the athlete even gets the chance to walk through.
And I have told countless women over the years in this industry, the bosses are always watching. Whether directly or indirectly, there's always eyes on you.
Let's take a moment to look at Caitlin Clark. She's faced her share of challenges, but what truly sets her apart is the grace and maturity with which she handles them. Caitlin remains focused on what matters most, her game. Whether she's on the court or off, she consistently displays professionalism that resonates with both fans and sponsors. She's not just a gifted athlete, she's a role model who stays grounded in her values. That's why she's seen as a rising star with enormous potential. Caitlin understands the weight of the spotlight. Every move she makes is under scrutiny, yet she manages it all with calm and composure. When adversity comes her way, she doesn't get distracted. She faces it and keeps pushing forward. Her consistent, level-headed approach is a big reason why she's earned such respect in the sports world. In contrast, Angel Reese's journey has been more turbulent, often due to the controversies she creates herself. There's no denying her talent, but the drama surrounding her social media presence frequently overshadows her performance, making it hard to focus on her abilities alone.
Have you seen some of her TikTok posts? Like, she's literally held up an outline after getting waxed. You can literally see all of her business there outlined in blue wax.
Rather than keeping the spotlight on her performance, Reese often seems more invested in building attention through her online presence. The ongoing drama stirred up by her posts has damaged her reputation and created distractions that don't serve her career. To be fair, Reese has faced significant challenges, ranging from death threats to being unfairly sexualized by the media. But it's also important to acknowledge that some of the turbulence surrounding her has been fueled by her own decisions. In many ways, she's played a role in the very chaos she now has to navigate.
Explain to me as a woman, how can you wear that and also complain and post it and also complain that you don't like being sexualized. What is the take here?
Things get even more compelling when you consider the role social media plays in shaping an athlete's career. It's an incredibly powerful tool, one that allows athletes to connect with fans, build their personal brand, and take control of their public narrative. But there's another side to it. Social media can just as easily amplify mistakes or controversies, often with long-lasting consequences. For Angel Reese, her online presence has become more of a liability than an asset. The impulsive posts and deletions, the public disputes, they're slowly undermining her credibility and sense of professionalism. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, uses social media with precision. She highlights her achievements, maintains a clean image, and understands that every post contributes to her personal brand. She's aware that what's shared online can have long-term effects on her career and reputation, and she manages it accordingly, using the platforms to strengthen her connection with fans and enhance her standing. Reese, in contrast, appears to be chasing the instant gratification social media offers, without fully recognizing, or perhaps ignoring, the long-term damage it can cause. In today's digital age, managing your online footprint is just as critical as managing your performance on the court.
Look, again, I have no issue with women who want to make money based on their sexuality, right? More power to you, do whatever you want. But don't whine to me that you've been far too sexualized and then post the photos that have been posted.
Young athletes, take note, Caitlin Clark is setting the standard. She's focused, disciplined, and lets her performance do the talking. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's current trajectory serves more as a cautionary tale. The real question is, can Reese regroup, refocus, and let her game speak louder than the drama? The clock's ticking, and the spotlight's not going anywhere. There's more at stake here than just stats. Athletes like Clark and Reese are role models, whether they intend to be or not. Their actions, on and off the court, shape the behavior and mindsets of the next generation. When Reese leans into controversy, it sends a risky message that attention, even negative, is the goal. Clark, by contrast, represents what we hope to see in future athletes: hard work, humility, and professionalism. That's what builds lasting success, not just in sports, but in life. Fans and sponsors support her not just because she's talented, but because she stands for something greater. In the world of professional sports, talent is only part of the equation. The way an athlete handles pressure, public scrutiny, and their personal brand often determines whether they become a legend or just another headline. Reese has the talent, but now it's about leadership, maturity, and consistency. What do you think about all of this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more, check out our video on Angel Reese's reaction to Clark's training footage, linked right here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a WNBA update. Thanks for watching.